And we're live. Hey everybody, hope everybody is doing well. It is Saturday morning, July the 21st. Yep, I don't even know what day of the week it is. And I've got mail, I've got announcements, I've got all sorts of stuff, and look at this pile of stuff. But I've also got a couple of big announcements and all sorts of other things, so hope you're looking forward to what should be a fun live stream. So how is everybody doing on this bright and wonderful Saturday morning? Although for some of you, if you're over in Europe, it's probably closer to Saturday afternoon or so. Almost evening. Let's see, if I was in Israel right now, we would be getting ready for dinner and bed. But I hope everybody's having a great time. I think a Saturday worked every day since Sunday. Yeah, I understand those kinds of days, Stephanie. I am excited. I've got all sorts of different stuff. I actually had to write down all my announcements on a notepad to try to keep track and make sure I've got everything there. So, because there's just a lot going on. One of the first things, I'm hoping my sound is okay for everybody. When I went to Israel here back at end of June, I had actually left my little sound recorder. It was a Zoom H1 sitting on my desk in my office at church. Figuring that's where I do most of my recording, it'd be fine there. Didn't need to take it with me. Well, I came back, and my office at church is right by the front door, and apparently somebody came in and decided to borrow it on a permanent basis or something. I know it's not anybody at my church, because I know all of them, but it's gone. So I was kind of like, oh, great, I have nothing to record sound with anymore. Which, if you notice a couple of my videos recently, my sound has not been real good. Well, with Amazon Prime Day, I decided to do some shopping and ended up not buying anything at all on Amazon Prime. But my son found a USB microphone, which is actually what I am using now. And I might even do a review of it at some point. But this is my live recording, or not live, but my recording for the Ride the Ducks incident was actually the first time I'd used the microphone. And it looks kind of like that. So this is my first time trying it live, and I'm hoping I'm not thumping it real good. So, and I haven't had a real good chance to fine-tune it yet, so it will hopefully improve a bit too, but happy to hear that it's coming through, so that's good to see everybody's comments. But it wasn't bad. It was $47 on Amazon, which for a good quality stand-up USB mic is really good. A lot of people who've used it compare it to the Yeti, which is, the Blue Yetis run like $130, $150. So, theme was a little out too, and that's interesting. Okay, thanks for that, Mike's Coaster Adventures. I'll have to check on that, because I'm actually plugging it in through XSplit, which is what I use to live stream. But, one quick announcement I want to give. I'm going to save my big good announcement for the end, but, I will give an update on Ride the Ducks near the end as well. I said I had a sad or bad announcement. I would ask you to think about my stepfather. My stepfather was recently diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. They have given him 3 to 6 months, which means we're looking Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. So that is my one not so good announcement. So please remember him. I live about an hour and 10 minutes away from him, so there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I have no idea how it's going to affect the channel yet and some of the videos. Even in the last week and a half, I've been over there a couple times to visit. But keep him in prayer, keep my family in prayer as we get ready to walk through a journey that's never fun to go through. So that's the one bad one. I'll save the big good one for later. Trust me, you're going to want to hang around for it. It is really cool. And I'm just kind of looking over here, make sure I've got... Oh, the other thing I want to mention, too. Since people who watch my live streams tend to be my big, real gung-ho fans, the ones that are on board with me and everything, I would ask a big favor of you. One of the things that's happened in the last 6-7 months is my traffic has been gradually going down, my number of views. And the funny thing is it's actually the views for my subscribers. My non-subscriber views, those have been staying pretty consistent. But I haven't been getting as many views from my subscribers. I've got 28,000 subscribers, and I've been getting around 2,000 to 3,000 views, which means I've got a lot of subscribers not watching. So I would ask a big favor of everybody who's watching the live stream. When you like a video and when you comment on the video, it helps YouTube's algorithms to feed that video up to watch for more people to watch. So if you could please make sure you do that, even if it's just a small comment that says, hey, I like this or something, it helps. But the big way that you can help me out is if you share the videos. If you use Twitter, send it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, or whatever social media you use, and kind of tell your friends, hey, go watch this. Pick some ones that you like better than others, because I know not every video of mine is a fantastic one. But if you all could help me out and share the videos, it helps get the word out there, helps bring the traffic up again. Because advertising revenue off those videos does help pay for certain things. And like summer, when my wife doesn't get paid at the end of summer because she's a teacher, it helps to pay our utility bills. So it would be a big help. So there's my commercial advertisement for y'all. Let's see here. Just kind of look over the things here. Thank you, everybody, for the prayers and the good words. I do really appreciate that about Daryl. Don't be too surprised, too, if my mother pops in. So if you see a CD Schleter or something, that would be my mother. So let's see. Richard, I think part of the problem is with notifications. If people haven't hit the bell icon when they subscribe, they don't get notified of new videos unless they look at it. They can see that there's a channel that has new videos, but it won't actually give them a notification. So that has been part of the problem, and I know a lot of YouTubers have been suffering with traffic that's down. So that is there, but I don't know, maybe I'm just producing videos that all the subscribers aren't as interested in watching, too. I'm not really sure. But please, the more it gets shared, the more people will see it. And then hopefully some of those other people who are subscribed and haven't been seeing the videos will go, oh, wait, there's stuff to watch. I hope. By the way, I noticed I got a pretty good number of views on the reading the comments video. I hope you all enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun to do. It's actually something I've kind of debated doing for almost a year, but I really didn't want to look like I was being petty and attacking the people who made the comments. I wanted to have fun with it. And so, I don't know when or if I will do another one. There's only one other video that's really gotten some feedback kind of like that. So I almost never get comments like that. So it's kind of funny when I do. But I'm going to start jumping into all of the mail here. So, channel, love watching my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Richard and Laura and Time Nerd. So it's good to see everybody there. Trying to give everybody shout outs here. Sarah Krantz. Okay. Hey, I'm happy you like my commercial. So my first bit of mail here is from Drew Palmquist. He is actually one of my Patreons. So this is my financial supporters, which I am really grateful right now for them with my traffic being down a bit, because they're the ones helping pay my bills. And if you want to know more about Patreon and supporting me financially, there's a link in the description. There's links in the descriptions to all sorts of stuff. I've got a Discord channel, so if you like Discord and live chat, that's there. My Facebook page. I actually just started a brand new Facebook fan group. And it's actually a page where you can post on the page and you can add to it, and it doesn't even have to be about me. We just saw somebody post a couple days ago about their proposal at Walt Disney World and various things that you guys are doing and seeing. So please, if you haven't joined it yet, there is a link in the description below to get to it. Request a membership. I'll approve you. It's no worry, as long as I can see that you're a real person. And it's just a lot of fun, and I'd love to see that grow. It doesn't even have to be for people who watch my videos. Anybody who loves Disney or theme parks or loves fun and encouragement, hey, build it up. And if that thing grows beyond my channel, that would be awesome in my book. So, let's see. Favorite videos, the ones that are stories from the parks. Yep, I'm trying to get more of those. I've used a lot of my park story shows, but don't worry, I'm getting more. So, thank you so much. Thank you, Kimberly, for praying for my family. Do I think Lightning Rod will be open by August from Evan the Arcader? I have no clue, honestly. We weren't expecting it to be open for us last year when we went, and it was. So anyways, Drew has one little thing in here. Oh, how cute. It is a Cinderella keychain. And my daughter will like. My daughter actually collects keychains, so that may very well go for her. Cinderella is one of my favorite princesses to work with. It was fun watching all the kids walk up to her and go, "Ah!" So, thank you so much, Drew. Very cool. Did I see the new coaster going to Kennywood called the Steel Curtain? Would you mean with all the Steelers theming? No. Actually, it looks really cool. Be very interesting to see how that comes out. So we have a postcard from Barry. It says, SirWillow, hi. So if you could be a friend to a character at a Disney park, which would you be? Would you be a full costume character or a face character? Or would you want to be a Disney princess? I would be a very frightening looking Disney princess. If I could be anybody and it wasn't looks, I would love to be somebody like a friend of Gaston's or something. The goofy, wicked sense of humor in me would love to be able to tease guests and get away with it. I had so much fun doing that as a photographer too, making silly comments to them. So I would like to be somebody that could actually talk. So that would be fun. Oh, thank you so much, Bonnie, helping me out. I appreciate that. My electric bill thanks you as well. How long does it take for one of my shirts to arrive from Time Nerd? Typically from the time you order, I believe it's 2 to 3 weeks. I actually have a company that does those for me, and I believe it's about that timeline. Not too bad, and they're good quality shirts too. When you buy it, yes, they look a little on the expensive side, but there's a reason for that. They are not cheap, thin shirts. They are good shirts. So, and yeah, Stephanie, my daughter actually has a ton of keychains that she collects. So she's got a pretty good number. Barry has another card here. Richard will like this. There you go, Richard. Happy Canada Day. Richard Meredith, who's in the chat, is actually one of my patrons too. Says, wishing you a wonderful Canada Day celebration. So Richard, I hope you had a great Canada Day. Let's see. And then Sarah Dingledern from Battlefield, Missouri. Oh, she's just down the road. So there's Sarah's envelope. Try to get her name there without showing the address. That would be funny as Gaston's sidekick. I could have a lot of fun. I'm actually... I am looking forward to doing some introductions here in a while, and I don't want to give away my announcement. Gaston was one of my favorite characters to meet when I was there last January. Absolutely loved it. And... Sealy, come here. My dog's over there scratching away. Let's see, Andor, I got to eat at Bell's Castle. Oh, I'm jealous. I couldn't get in. I tried so hard and just was not able to do it. So, you see me as LeFou. My one problem with being LeFou would be I would be trying to steal some of Gaston's thunder, because I would be wanting to pick on people like Gaston would. So, what is my dog doing? She's over there barking now. Sealy, come here. Excuse me for the yelling. My dog is just being dumb at the moment. There's a reason that her nickname is Stupid, because she is. Right, Sealy? Come here. She's slowly coming over. Hey, you. Come here. Say hi. There. Yeah, my dogs are really brilliant animals. Their nicknames are Dum Dum and Stupid. So, here you go. Let everybody see you. Stop being a goober. Okay. Excuse me a second. I gotta put the dogs out. Come on. Never know what you're gonna get when you go live. Happy early birthday, Robert. And, yeah, Mike's Coaster Adventures. I've actually got a couple old banners and stuff as well. I need to do another video showing all of my stuff I've got. It's pretty amazing. So anyways, from Sarah, get back to this. Ooh, yummies. Goofy's Gummy Worms. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank you, Larry. I know me better than that, but I appreciate that so much. Kind-hearted. Oh, I would say if Larry only knew, but he actually did get to meet me, so he knows. But Goofy Gummy Worms from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, this is actually a fun little package. There's a whole envelope here with a note. So let me read the note. Imagination. I was always surprised how many people lived in Florida and didn't get to go to Disney. When I had time, I tried to let people use my pass to get them in who might not otherwise have been able to go. It was fun. So, dear SirWillow, thanks for all the tips I got from watching your videos. My family went to Disney World in June. I tried to pick up brochures from each park in different languages, though I'm sure you already have lots of them. Feel free to toss any you don't want. I don't toss any brochures unless they're ruined. I love them all. Sorry the Hollywood Studios ones got wet. They were in my backpack in a stroller while we ate dinner, and it poured down rain. Welcome to Disney in summer. I didn't realize lots of things inside got wet until we were back at the resort. I picked up several smashed pennies. Distribute them to your family as you see fit, or keep for yourself. Sarah Dingledine. And on Disney paper. My son actually collects Disney smash pennies. He's got smash pennies from everywhere. He's actually got folders with them. So those are wonderful. And she sent several different brochures. There is a Magic Kingdom. And no, I don't have these. So these are wonderful. Because the summer brochures are going to be different. There's Spanish. Give that one to my wife. Maybe. If I don't keep it. Times guides. Which I love these because they kind of give you a really nice overview of the park and what it was doing. There's Animal Kingdoms, Hollywood Studios, another Hollywood Studios. Oh, these are very cool. Epcot, Animal Kingdom in France, French, Portuguese. So thank you so much for those. And then there's a whole bag of smashed pennies. Ooh, including a smashed quarter. Let's see if I can get these out here so you can see them. We got a Dale button. Okay, now everybody, you know how you can tell it's Dale? Because of his nose. And then that is really cool. There's the smash quarter. Oh, hey, that came out good. And several smash pennies here. I don't know if these will show. Those are kind of hard to see with the camera. But there is a handful of them here. So you can kind of, let's see, there we go. Can I see them that way? So thank you so much for those, Sarah. I really appreciate it. Those are very cool. When am I going to post a video when I was at SDC? I actually posted it. Hannah, you missed it. It went up actually a week ago. So be sure to check that out because it's there with all my family and everything. I met your brother at Time Traveler. That's very cool. Yes, that was actually with my family that day. So I did not put the picture of me and him in there. In fact, I need to post it on Facebook. But yes, it was there. I should call my dogs Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It would totally fit. Anyways, thank you so much, Sarah, for that. It's going to take me forever to get through all this mail as I'm answering questions. You be good. Let's see. Oh, okay. Lawrence, read the note. I did read the note. Got it. Actually, Chip and Dale both have 2 teeth. Dale's are spaced out. Chip has the 2 up front. So Chip has buck teeth. Dale has a gap. So, let's see. What webcam do I use since you want to start Twitch streaming? I use a Logitech webcam. It's a C something or other. Let me see. I may be able to tell you real quick. What is my camera? I'm trying to take a look. 1 second. It's a HP Pro webcam C920 is what it is. And it is actually, it's a pretty good quality webcam. If you want to live stream, you're also going to need a live stream program. I use XSplit, and I actually do pay a little bit per month to be able to stream in HD with it. Otherwise, it'll, I think it goes up to 760 if you don't pay, and then 1080p at 60 if you actually will pay a little bit a month. And there's a lot of other options too if you pay. But you will need an actual program to be able to live stream well with it. So this is also from Barry. So we can see Barry once again. And there's a couple things in here. Let's see, we've got the note. Hi, on June 17th, I saw the Illusionist Magic Show at the Star Center in Tampa. A friend stood me up, but it was a neat show. Then I went to the Tampa Theater to see the Mr. Rogers documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor? The movie made me cry a few times. I've heard that's actually supposed to be a really good documentary, too. Sending you a DVD of the show. I know I saw had a few different magicians. Very, very cool. So there is the Illusionist DVD, and I will definitely be watching that. One of my favorite shows actually is Penn and Teller's Fool Us. I love magic and illusion. I'm not very good at it. I do have a few tricks I do, if I'm prepared ahead of time. But very cool. Thank you, Barry. That'll be fun. And then he also sent a couple brochures here for Opera Tampa. And actually, if you go to the live opera, it's a lot of fun. People think it's boring, but they've changed opera and the way they do it. They'll have translation screens and all sorts of stuff anymore. Then there's Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. That's a neat looking little brochure. And then all sorts of schedules. My wife and I love to go to the theater when we can afford it. Unfortunately, we can't usually afford it, but here we go. But yeah, if you want to know about the gear and everything they have, there is a full description below, including links to Amazon. If you're interested in some of what I have, there's full links, there's full list in the description, so you can check all of that out, and I'll link you right to the product at Amazon, and then you can kind of take a look at it and see it that way. So, get one of my boxes here. Now, this box is kind of special. It's actually from a college friend of mine named David Brewer. He sent me a message a few days ago and said, "Hey, do you like these kinds of things?" And oh yeah, love it. He is one I would ask for special prayers and thoughts as well. His dad was actually the vice president of my college when we went there. Unfortunately, the college is closed, but it was in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And unfortunately, his dad had a heart incident Wednesday, and he just passed on a couple days ago. So please remember the Brewer family as well. I know I'm giving you all sorts of sad stuff here, but he mailed this out right before that happened. So Dave, we're thinking of you, wishing well and praying for comfort and peace for everybody. His wife, in fact, Candace, was actually one of my wife's college roommate for a little while, which was hilarious. When Dave messaged me, it was right after my other live stream, and you know, I'm used to getting messages right out of the blue right after the live streams. And I didn't even realize it was him. I'm like, oh, Dave Brewer, that's cool. I knew a guy in college who's married my wife's roommate. And he didn't say anything, and I looked and went, oh, it's you, duh. So, Joseph, I'll be updating the Ride the Ducks at the end of the video. So I want to try and keep it happy as long as I can. So there will be an update. I am also updating the comments on the Ride the Ducks video, so that way any other breaking news will be there. But at this point, there's not a whole lot of breaking news. So, but yes, the bad news is my stepfather has cancer. Oh, and has 3 to 6 months. And I'm trying to get this box open. Dave, you packaged it really good. There we go. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. Bubble wrap! I'll bet that sounds really good with the new microphone. And there we go. How about a Six Flags Over Mid-America mug? Now, for those who do not know, Six Flags Over Mid-America is actually Six Flags St. Louis now. And it was the second or third, I think it was the second Six Flags park that they actually built from scratch. The first one was Six Flags Texas. The other one was Six Flags over Georgia. And they're actually the only authentic Six Flags parks. Everything else Six Flags is bought pretty much. So very, very cool. Old, too. So yes, thank you so much, Dave. Those are very neat. So got 2 of them, matching set. Yeah, watch me bang them together there and break them. So let's see. I guess I'm down to 2 envelopes in the box. So I guess I could give you the good big announcement. Let's see. What is your most surprisingly nice state I've ever visited? Tennessee. Up till we went to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, we'd just been through the west side of the state, and the west side of Tennessee's but you get East Tennessee, oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful. So, card from Barry Hom, and then I'm going to give you my big good announcement. Okay, how many of you have been doing this summer, sitting on the beach? Happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July. Well, we missed it by a couple weeks, but awesome card. So here's the big good announcement. I've kind of hinted at it a little bit. Okay, you know that my budget is almost non-existent for travel. And this has been a ridiculous, crazy, wonderfully blessed year. You all helped me go to Disney World in January and meet people. I had a viewer who is a great supporter who took me to Paris and Disneyland Paris in March. And then our in-laws paid for us to go to Israel. And so we're looking at all this going, wow, we're doing all this incredible travel and never would have dreamed of it. Well, right as we're getting ready to leave for Israel, I had another viewer, actually one of my patrons as well, THS Media, contacts me and says, hey, have you thought about going back to Disney? I'm like, oh yeah, of course I thought, but it's not going to happen. We don't have money. Well, long story short, he made some contacts and connections and managed to do some things and has incredibly, wonderfully blessed. And we're going back to Disney World in October. Not just me this time. My wife is coming with me. We are flying down on October 9th, which is a Tuesday. We'll arrive late. And we will be at the Disney parks from October 10th, 11th, and 12th. And maybe in the morning on Saturday the 13th. We don't fly back until that afternoon. So probably in the morning. So we're going to have 3.5 days at Disney World. We have tickets to go to Mickey's Not So Scary on that Thursday night, which is going to be really cool because I have never been to Not So Scary as a guest. I've worked at it a whole bunch, but I've never actually attended it. So I'm kind of teasing my wife that we have to get her a costume because my wife has never actually been trick-or-treating. So I'm going to make her go trick-or-treating. And then the lodging is, I'll be honest with you, my daughter is mad at us about the lodging, in a good way, because we are being put up at the Animal Kingdom Lodge in a Savannah View room. This is like a dream, and we're looking at this going, oh my goodness, he's really doing this. It is amazing. So we're still kind of in a state of shock over it. This is actually going to be my first time going down to Disney as the full-fledged, full-on guest. I've always worked employee entrances and various other things, so we get to actually book our fast passes here in a couple weeks and riding the Magical Express. And so there's going to be parts of this that are going to be a very new experience for me because I get to experience Disney like everybody else does in some way, in many ways. So we are really, really excited. And so happy my wife gets to come. The joke when he first contacted me was, well, there's no way I can go by myself again because my wife would kill me. Okay. And I got to be back for Sunday. Okay. So, just really neat. So really looking forward to that. We will do several videos. Like I said, I'll be doing from Not So Scary. I may pop a live feed up from that. And I'll be able to pick up a bunch of other things. I actually still have a couple videos from back in January I haven't ever gotten a chance to do yet. So now I'll be able to finish up some details I missed on a couple of those. And it's going to be really fun. Sister just called my wife Lady Willow. Actually, Sarah, after the one video we did about the plane passengers, there have been several people who have been calling her that. So we think it's kind of funny. So yes, feel free to call her Lady Willow. She doesn't mind too much. But yes, we have been just absolutely blessed. So October, we're coming back. And as I have more details, I will let you know. I know we will be at Animal Kingdom on the 10th, which is the Wednesday. And you can pretty much guarantee my wife and I'm going to drag her out of bed really early to make sure we can get Flight of Passage first thing in the morning. But hopefully October, the lines won't be too bad. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, for a Toy Story. And that we can manage to squeeze that in, and we'll see how that works out, because I know she's going to want to go to Epcot as well. So, yeah, I'm just excited. Not anything I expected. So let's see. I have another envelope here from Larry Potter. Larry, who actually just gave a little bit ago. And so there's this big envelope here from Larry. And Larry is also one of my patrons. In fact, when I went to Disney in January, Larry was the one who helped me get into Animal Kingdom. And was it Magic Kingdom? One of the other parks. I don't remember which other one, Larry. He'll be able to fill me in. So, Food and Wine Festival. Yeah, that thing. Food and Wine Festival in October. I hadn't even thought about that. That's cool because that's one of our favorite festivals. We just don't like to be there at night because it gets a little rowdy. Let's see. So Larry's got a couple things here. read the note first. SirWillow, once again, sorry these took so long to get to you. I've also included my first name tag for you as well. It is because of you I became a cast member. It seems fitting it should go to you. Thanks for all you do. Have a magical day, Larry. There are 20th anniversary Animal Kingdom maps. They only issued these for the day of the 20th anniversary. These are really cool. Dak and Epcot, thank you so much, Larry. And I love these maps. They are the coolest thing, because you have your regular park map. But then if you finish opening it, there is all sorts of stuff there for the anniversary. It is just so cool, and I'm going to be lost reading this map for a while. Thank you for that, Larry, and I'm blown away that you sent me your name tag. That's really cool. You have another name tag, I hope. I hope you have another name tag, otherwise this is going back to you in a hurry. But that's very cool. In fact, if you looked at the thumbnail on this video, it actually has a collection of my name tags from Disney and Busch Gardens, including my Disney ID, I think, was on there. So thank you so much, Larry. You know, I'm going to be showing my collection to people later on. They're going to be going, they called you Larry? You went to Rasmussen College? What? So, thank you so much for that. I'm dropping stuff here. I got one more big box. I'm kind of looking over my list to make sure I covered everything there. Okay. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know about these crazy boxes. Jonah's talking about Tweetsy. Got to talk to the engineer and foreman about how to get a job on the train. Very cool, Jonah. One of these days I'm going to get to Tweetsy. I keep running into people who've been there. They want to get there real bad. And Larry, good. I'm happy to hear you have another name tag. Awesome. Larry 2.0. Now, those of you who see the comment from Richard Meredith there, well, you can blame him for this. And yes, apparently I'm getting eggs. Egg patty with cheese and onion. But if you've been watching for a while, you know that when Richard sends boxes, the stuff that is in them is scary sometimes. Richard managed to get me a GoPro, which I am still blown away over. And he told me how he did it, and that he didn't spend a lot of money and everything, but still amazing. And, of course, my GoPro right now is out in my son's hands, and who knows what he's doing with it at the moment. I will have it with me when we go to Disney again. So I'm always excited when I get a box from Richard, and also a little nervous and scared, so we'll kind of see what's in here. And then once I'm done with this, then I will give kind of a little bit of an update on some of what we know about the Ride the Ducks. Use my handy-dandy letter opener to try to cut through all the tape. So see, Richard, the nice thing with this is you can't cut too deep. He gave me a warning ahead of time. So that way all we have to do is just slice the tape. And nothing else. Okay. So we have a laminated letter this time. Ooh. SirWillow, some things familiar, some things new. For all the joy you've given us, it's the least that we can do. Oh, he's writing poetry now. So enjoy the goodies, they'll taste great. But we can't be responsible if you gain any weight. The Meredith family. Now, Richard, I'm trying to lose weight here. Yes, I know. I love your hobby there, Richard. All right. So let's see here. And we have popcorn. Bubble wrap. I actually do have popcorn. Which is funny because I love popcorn. But there really is. It's right on top. See? There's popcorn. White cheddar. This is good stuff, too. We have a local steam museum railway here. Oh, very cool. I love rail museums. I actually grew up near a couple in California, which were a lot of fun in Sacramento. There's another bag of popcorn. The neat thing with popcorn, too, not only is it light to pack, but it also makes really good stuffing. My dad laughed because I packaged all my Christmas presents to him last year in sealed bags of popcorn. Maple leaf cookies again. My kids love these things. I got a few. But there are the cookies. So 2 boxes this time. I'm trying to figure out how to do all... Okay. There's a package in here that makes me laugh, but I'll show that in a bit. Okay, and then for my wife and my daughter, we have pomme de cannelle, tea, chocolate hazelnut sticks. My daughter will love those. My wife would love them if she could eat gluten. that's, French vanilla. Hot chocolate. Ooh. That's going to be good when it gets cold again. A little warm for it right now, but it's... Oh, this is kind of neat. A Tim Hortons cup that rattles. Pistachios. Now, if you know anything about me, that is one of my favorite snacks right there ever. I love pistachios. Yum, yum, yum. If you're ever at a loss of what to get me, pistachios works. So thank you for that. There's still more stuff here. I mean, you can see I'm working it over. Let's see, we've got honey lemon. I'm reading the wrong side at first. I'm going, let's see, sans caffeine, honey lemon tea. There's cat treats, which the cats love you for that. Maltesers, yum, yum, yum. Let's see, there's the dog treats. Can't leave them out. Wish my one dog is scratching at the door now going, let me in! More pistachios? Yeah, I see why you said you were going to make me fat here, Richard. And then there's 3 more things here in the box. We've got I love this. It's wrapped in SirWillow paper. That is awesome. And then I have something else. Oh, okay. I know what this is in bubble wrap. Yes, this is kind of become a tradition of Richard's boxes. Let's see if I can get it out here. Because Richard, of course, is up in Canada. And so we have to have our Canadian maple syrup. It's all the Tim Hortons stuff, too, because Tim Hortons is a big company up in Canada. And yes, we have been using all that syrup. Okay. So I have 2 things left here, Richard. Which do I open first? Do I open the package or do I open the black thing? So, kind of glancing over the comments here. Used to drink milk with those chocolate-filled sticks. Oh, yeah. I could do that. Let's see. Had great fun with the airport behavior video. You know, Andres, it was kind of crazy because usually when I fly, I don't have any issues at all. There was just something about the trip back and forth to Israel. We had more stuff. I almost never have. Let's see. Miss having a double-double in Timbits. Yep. Pistachios. Y'all got a lot of food now. Yes, we do. We got all sorts of snacks now. Well, you know, it wouldn't be copyright infringement, Richard, since you're mailing it to me. That's great. Can you see Dum Dum and Stupid again? Okay, let me go open up the door and let Stupid back in. Or Dum Dum. Come on, Dum Dum. Here, Ginger. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Okay, there's Dum Dum. Say hi, Ginger. You know, I know you love me. Uh-huh. It's a good thing you love me. Okay? There, goodbye. Alright. Wrapping, let's see. Black thing first. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, you know, I wonder if I could market this. You have to tell me if you just copied the logo or what you did, Richard. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that for my Christmas presents this year. Alright, black thing first. It's a nice little carry bag with a handle and a zipper. Something like that. How do I open the zipper? Bonnie's asking about the cats. I don't even see the cats. I think they are probably sleeping in my daughter's bedroom. That's where they like to hide. Oh boy, this has all sorts of stuff in here. Oh! This is accessories for GoPros. I'll hold that up. That's the easiest way. I was actually, knowing I was going back to Disney, I was looking at that right there and going, okay, I gotta get that. There's all sorts of stuff here. The head strap and, oh my goodness. Thank you, Richard. That is awesome. That will work wonderfully. Here's all sorts of things. Let's see. Screws. Yeah, I mean, you open it up and it's just all sorts of stuff there. There's Now, one thing I won't be able to take to Disney will be that, because they don't allow the extendable selfie sticks. But everything else here is going to be great. Thank you. Awesome. And like I said, that the body harness will be wonderful. That's the one reason I hadn't done some of the on-ride footage, because there are a couple places, in particular Disney's one of them, where you can do on-ride footage if you have the body harness. Most places it's an absolute no, don't do it, and if they don't give you permission, don't even ask. So the vast majority of parks like Six Flags and Cedar Fair Parks and Silver Dollar City, on-ride cameras are an absolute no always, ever, unless they are the ones setting them up. But Disney will let you do some on-ride footage at various times. As you can see, if you look at my France video, they let me film on-ride with Big Thunder. But the body harness is a big thing with that they kind of like to see. So that will be awesome. I'll be able to get some footage I wasn't able to get before. So thank you! And now I gotta check this other box. Looking at my comments here. About to go on a plane tomorrow to Minnesota. What is the number one tip you can give me to make it a good flight? Relax. They do not allow you to take drinks through security. So take an empty water bottle with you through security and then fill it up on the other side. Normally this is allowed. And you fill it up at a drinking fountain, and then you've got yourself a free drink to take on board the plane. That's probably my number one tip. However, when we were leaving Israel, they actually made us pour out all of our drinks right before we got on the plane, which was really annoying because I had just spent money and bought a $4 bottle of water and had to immediately throw it away. That kind of made me mad because I've never had that before. Normally, you can take an empty water bottle through, just nothing that actually has fluids in it. Through security, that is. Other than that, relax, have a good book to read or something like that. Some of the planes are now allowing you to basically keep your phone on the whole time as long as it's in airplane mode. So download a book or a game or something like that too. So there's some good hints for flying. Yep. George has a good comment there about general public. Enthusiasts cracked me up. I will probably be doing a video here pretty soon about what I call the entitled guest. And sometimes they are coaster and park enthusiasts. Sometimes they are people with a lot of money. Sometimes they're just people who think they know it all. I love fans, but fanatics are another story. But that'll be coming out in a video pretty soon. Taking kids to Disney World for the first time. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to finally get this package open here. Yeah, so thank you, Richard. Yeah, that was awesome with the one package. Okay, now I'm trying to do this so I can save the paper, because that's just really cool. See if we can push it through. Not quite. Is it silly that I'm trying to save the paper? Okay. See, these things are miracle workers. Because with that little blade, you can then just slice open tape, open it up, and... Oh! Very cool! Dual charger and battery for the Hero. So, Richard, you were just totally blowing me away with the GoPro stuff. This is very cool because it's a charging pack for the GoPro. And that's one of the biggest things with it is a little more difficult to charge up, so that is awesome. Richard, you've just totally hooked me up as far as the GoPro goes. I'm going to be set to go in the future. And my son will be watching this going, Dad, I'm going to use it. So, awesome. Thank you so very much. That is just cool. You spoil me so much, Richard. I'm trying to look through the comments here. Continental made you pour out your water bottle for getting on the plane in Boston Logan. Really? Weird. So, Bonnie, where were you going? I'm curious. Because the only time I've ever had to pour out water before getting on a plane was when we were in Israel getting on the United plane back to New Jersey. It's the only time I've ever seen it. And, I mean, I've flown international for several years, for various other trips and things, and I've never had to pour out fluids before. It's just weird. Jonah, did I know that Disneyland Railroad number 5, the Ward Kimball, worked at Cedar Point? No, I did not know that. That's a cool little tidbit here. Favorite thing to do, Massachusetts. Never been to Massachusetts, Patriots Road. Sorry. Train Fanatic, Shonda Torp, loves my channel. So, very cool. Yes, Joseph Smith, long drive from Idaho to get down to Disney World. So, but thank you so much for all the mail and everything, everybody. That's just really cool. Really cool. I'm so blessed. So let's see. I kind of looking over my list. I mentioned my stepfather. I mentioned the Brewers. I mentioned Disney World again in October. So that will be really cool. Talked about please remember to like and share and promote the videos for me. So I think I got almost everything except for the ducks. I'm kind of looking to see if there's any more questions. The biggest thing I guess at this point would be the Ride the Ducks update. I did post a new sticky comment on the Ride the Ducks video that mentions most of the people that they've now released the names of everybody who was lost. One of the gentlemen that was lost was actually the driver. The Ride the Ducks have a driver and a captain who fill different roles. And the captain made it out. He's actually in the hospital. The driver did not. The driver was a man in his mid-70s, known around town as Captain Bob Williams. He was actually an assistant minister as well. Very well loved, very well liked. I personally did not meet him, but I knew several people who knew him well. A lot of shock and grieving over his loss. There was one family from Indianapolis that there were 11 people on it, and 9 of them did not make it out. A couple couples, just incredibly sad when you start looking at the names and who it is, and ages that range from 1 all the way up to mid-70s. So, very upsetting. The one thing I would strongly encourage people, there is a lot of harsh feelings right now, which is understandable. But I would encourage people, please do not make snap judgments as to who is at fault or what should be done to them or anything like that. Please realize that the people at Ride the Ducks, they lost a dear friend and have another one that's in the hospital. They are also suffering. There is no way that they would on purpose do something that would put people at risk. There's a lot of confusion still, a lot of questions about how much communication there was. Was there communication over the storm warnings? We don't know if they got the weather warnings before going into the lake. We have no idea on that. And that's one of the big questions. But one of the things I also want to show you is something from Brandon Beck, who is one of our weather guys at the local news. He's one of the best weather guys around here. And he made a post on his Facebook, his personal Facebook page, the other days, and I want to show that to you here. This is actually the radar from that night. You can see 6:32, the warning issued. They had already hit the road. So they were on the road. They had left the station where they loaded up everybody. We don't know what kind of radios they have or if there was radio communication. Sun is still shining. 7 o'clock, the winds hit, but 11 miles out ahead of the rain. And this is a key thing a lot of people who don't live here don't understand. You can look at the radar pictures, and it looks like the weather is there. But as that weather is there, and I'm going to pop up this a little bit, that weather looks like it's up there, and this is actually where I'm at, right here. The winds were already slamming them, and you can't see that on radar. That is one thing that people don't realize. It was bright and sunny, and we're looking at our window, and all of a sudden it's just wham! It hits hard, and my home had 60 to 70 miles an hour winds. I still have tree branches down in my backyards. There's a tree down the road that it just ripped it in half. So if you were just looking at the radar or the weather, oh, there's time, there's nothing there, the sky looks clear. And then all of a sudden, you got slammed by it. Really shocking as quickly as it happened. And so they may have thought they had time, depending upon what kind of warnings they got, if they got warnings. And we don't know if they got them or not. So that's all stuff that's going to come out ahead of time. I would encourage people, Yes, we're hurting. Yes, we're upset. Yes, this is a tragedy. Let's not make it a worse one by making snap judgments about stuff we don't know. When we talk about shutting down the ducks, personally, I hate the idea because I have friends that work for them. You're putting people out of work. You're eliminating activity that people dearly love to do. There's a lot of things, a lot of underlayers here, and a lot of people that would be affected. And you may think you're just talking about one or two, but you were talking about 100 people or more that would be directly affected, and then all of that falling out beyond it. So please be careful. Forgive me for throwing out a little scripture here. When the Bible says to judge not, the full scripture is, don't judge so that you are not judged in the same way you're judging others. And it's talking about your attitude. When you are very harsh in your judgment, that's going to come back to you. We want people to give us the benefit of the doubt. We want people to say that when we make a mistake or something happens, hey, our motives were good, we were trying our best. I would ask you to do the same for Ride the Ducks in the circumstances. Give them the benefit of the doubt and wait till the information comes out. You want people to do it for you, please do it for them. I can't tell you how much this has upset this area. I've got a lot of friends around Branson, Silver Dollar City, other tourist things, and there's a lot of grief. A lot of grief. They had a candlelight vigil down at Ride the Ducks last night, and they had a couple thousand people at it from the reports I've read. Just people from around town. And it was the winds that caused the issue. It wasn't rain. All that, if you've watched the video at all, the spray and everything was all because of the wind. And it hadn't even started to rain yet. Once the rain started to hit, most of the wind was gone, but it doesn't take long. So that's kind of my update on all that. Have compassion, not just on the victims that you see, but on the ones you don't see, because it's a hard time for a lot of people right now, including those who work Ride the Ducks and who run it. 47 years without an accident or an incident here in Branson. That's a long time. Don't write that off. So that's all of my stuff. I think that's probably enough of an update. Thank you so much for everybody who watched. Thank you for everybody who sent me stuff. Thank you for all the questions. I hope you had a good time with the interaction. Appreciate it. And yeah, Bonnie, it was news in Boston. It actually made the news on the BBC in Britain. It was a worldwide thing, and there's a lot of people watching. And watching how we respond. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Again, please don't forget to like and share and comment and share and hit the notification bar and share and get the word out there. I appreciate it. And hey, hopefully we'll look forward to seeing some of you in October. I will be scheduling a meet and greet at Silver Dollar City here in September probably, and then we'll try and get one in October at Disney World. Disney World one will probably be in one of the parks because I'll be watching my time, but hope that works. Thank you so much. See me tomorrow, Lawrence Gideon. Lawrence must be watching my live stream church messages. So, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless.